All right. Hello, everyone. So, but it's hello, hello. So this is Professor Terry here. Um, I got everything finished. I got everything zoomed up. Actually, I got everything customized to fit the board well. Let me get actually just sorry, 1 second. What I like to do is I like to do yeah. There we go. All right. So hello, everyone. I will be here, but I'm not going to be in the main frame. The main. This is supposed to be the main frame. So this is drawing my life. A lot of people haven't done drawing my lives in a lot. It was more of like a fad, five, 10 years ago. People would do like draw my lives, on a whiteboard, and they actually wouldn't even show themselves a lot of the time. It'd be something that would be done from an aerial view, but this will be a little bit different. I will be going hand by hand with my stick here, with my stick here, the Terry stick, going through the scary Terry, drawing my life. Okay. And yeah, we did go a little bit early, by the way. We did go a little bit early. Well, 5 minutes early, but I'm sorry. I can't do with the light that was reflecting. That was reflecting off. We had to do wait for a little bit. But okay, let's let's begin this draw my life of scary Terry. Okay, so I was born in San Francisco. As you see, vodka milk, titty infused vodka milk, obviously with a little bit of sake. Um, and so we have 2 years. So in I lived in San Francisco for 2 years. 2 years in San Francisco, and afterwards, because of the Silicon Valley boom, and there were a lot of because of how technology there were a lot of computer companies that were moving to Silicon Valley, for to become, well, to create, I guess, what would become a electronic industry like center, for the most part. That is what the Silicon Valley boom was in California. So because of this, there are a lot of people who lived in the area of San Francisco who moved north in the late 90s, early 2000s. A lot of people moved from the area of San Francisco up north, like, an hour and a half. It was just really good for housing value, etc. So yeah, Napa Valley, moved to Napa Valley, the area of Napa Valley. I'm not going to give any further address and information than that. But yes, I spent the next 16 years there. I was there for preschool, and also I was there for when I was kicked out of that. I was kicked out of a daycare center for like I kept on drawing pictures of guns and everything, so they kicked me out. But whatever. So preschool, and it was also the thing about this preschool was it was like a Christian church as well, but however, they also provided preschool services. So it was a Christian church slash preschool. Um, did preschool there in Napa Valley, in the area of Napa Valley, and then I started grade school. And the cool thing about this grade school actually is that the cool thing about this grade school is that it actually was just around. It was very close to where I lived. It was like within it was in like a 5 minute walk, so like a 15 minute walk, so it was like super close. So it was just like, got up to school, got up, went to school. This was the same grade school that I went to where I got a 3 day suspension. Well, I got a 3 day suspension for because I brought an airsoft gun in the second grade. I brought an airsoft gun in second grade. I told that one too. Yeah. Went there, graduated, blah blah blah, 12 years old, and then all went through middle school. And middle school was pretty cool. Um, it was interesting. Not a whole lot happened. I was in the leadership class for my last year there. It would be considered the eighth grade. So yeah, I was in a leadership class there. And after that, when I went to high school, I went to a very cool high school. I went to a really cool high school, um, that was actually on a college campus. It was really, yeah, it was pretty cool, dude. I went there for 3 years. Um, um, okay, make this like a second, like a part two. Make this, yeah, make this like a part two. So it was I spent 3 years at this high school that was on a college campus. It was a it was a high school for like people who were more intelligent than normal people. So, but then after that, I decided because I got when I was in my junior year, I got ran over by a car, and it was just like really weird after that. With people just kind of kept away from me. Um, so I did my sophomore year. Well, I did my sophomore junior year. Um, doesn't really matter. Fuck it. When I was in high school, I sold weed when I was in high school. Yeah, so I sold weed when I was in high school at that this 3 year. So we'll call this a 3 year college high school. Um, but yeah, well, getting run over by the car. It was a high school project. So in my second year of being at this high school, it was an end of the year project. When it was like a movie project for science class, and so what happened, there was this like scene where I pretended to get fake run over. I pretended to get faked run over, and she actually ran me over, and it wasn't supposed to happen. Wasn't supposed to, but she ran me over with a Honda Odyssey. It was just at the end of the year too, so I spent the my whole summer for my sophomore year in um, in a wheelchair, and yeah, that was it. I was able to go back walking though within like 3 months, and yeah, that was about it. Joint venture. Yeah. So yeah. Junior year, I sold weed I sold weed in high school. When I was in my junior year, I sold weed in high school. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Got to meet some new people, and I had a green thumb too. To be honest, I was pretty good at growing like plants in general. But yeah, I got into weed in my senior. Well, no, in my junior year. Um, at the end of my third year, though, I just got tired of being around people. Like, I really just didn't want to be around people. So, um, at the end, in my last year of high school, my last year of high school, so my high school last year was it was not spent at this this college campus high school. It was actually it was to get the last of my credits needed for a diploma. It was a alternative high school just where I could just finish my degree from home, so I didn't have to be around people. And to be honest, I just decided, yeah, fuck it, let's just get the last of my credits needed to get this degree. So yeah, I did that, and I got my diploma because I was already super close to getting the number of credits needed to get my degree anyway. I actually graduated 2 3 months earlier than I would have. Well, I graduated 2 3 months earlier. I would have then if I had actually stayed at that high school that I went to on that college campus for the previous 3 years. And after that, so okay, so now Napa Valley is over. Graduated high school. get rid of this. High school, grade school, 16 years. Okay, so now we're at 18. So now we're at 18. We'll keep the top. Let's keep the top. We don't really need the top. So cross that off. Cross that off. Okay, so 18 years old. So now we're at 18 years old. Okay, so Terry now. So Terry is now 18 years old. He got his high school diploma. So what he wants to do is, he wanted to go to high school. Well, he wanted to go to college, but honestly, he just lost interest in going to high school. Lost interest in going to high school. Oh, I'm sorry. Went to high school. Sorry. Lost interest in going to college. Okay, so 18 years old Terry. I lost interest in going to college, to be honest, because I wanted to become, and later I did go to college for a year to actually study the same thing I was going to study, which was high school history, but that ended up failing as well. So, I lost interest in going to college. Not the military. So, when I was getting close to graduating from high school, I decided I wanted to go to the military, and everything worked out. And then, everything was super awesome. Everything was just super granted to me. So yeah, I officially got my degree. I got my high school diploma in late March of 2018. So, I went to basic training. Um, So I went to basic training in April 2018. I went to a basic training center, which was for support MOSs. It wasn't like, there's different kinds of sorry. There's different kinds of basic trainings. There's Fort Benning in Georgia, which is basically for people who want to become infantry, who want to become direct combat operators, MOSs around that. So in that case, you're probably going to go to Fort Benning. However, if you wanted to be a support MOS, which is what I was, because I was a helicopter mechanic, you're probably going to go to Fort Jackson, South Carolina, which is also known as Relaxin Jackson for basic training. It's known as Relaxin Jackson. What was my ASVAB score? I don't remember. I have the papers. So Benson, I do have my individual ASVAB scores. I'm not going to pull them out though, because I have to go through a lot of paperwork. But I had overall my ASVAB score was pretty good. It was pretty good. I was a helicopter mechanic, so yeah, my overall score was pretty good. My lowest score was in I forget what it was in, because dude, this is almost 7. Dude, you have to realize this is almost 7 years ago when I took my ASVAB score at MEPS, dude, because you go to MEPS, military entrance military entrance system, personnel system. Okay, when you enter the military, you have to go through something called MEPS, but whatever. Um, that's it. That's a whole nother story. So yeah, I don't remember the individual categories of my ASVAB score. I don't remember the overall score. All I know was that it was pretty. It wasn't bad. No, my I don't. Oh, well, Benton, you expect me to remember from 7 years ago my individual ASVAB category scores? Dude, what the hell? What the hell are you talking about? Yeah, I don't remember that, dude. I don't remember that. But it was. I had a good score, dude. My score was. Yeah. Well, no, I did good on the test. Yeah, I did. I did good. So I did good on the test. I went to basic training. I went to Fort Jackson, and now let's go to the whole nother part now. Basic training. Okay, um, so yeah, so Fort Jackson basic training for 12 weeks. Um, it wasn't bad. Everyone gets hazed, right? Everyone gets hazed at basic training. Terry, drill sergeant, move, retard. Terry, move. I'm moving. Moving, retard. Move. Really move your ass, Terry. You gonna get your ass beat. Move, retard. So yeah, I wasn't like the private. Some people would say I was like the private pile. Some people would say I was the private pile of you know of my class in basic training. It's not true. I was not the basic. I was not the private pile of my basic training class. I was not the private pile. Okay, trust me. We had people who were way more out of shape, who had way less potential than I did. I had way more potential. Um, we had this one fat dude who he would dude he hoarded a bunch of fucking snack bars from the dining facility, a bunch of these chocolate protein bars. And this one night, dude, all the drill sergeants busted in. They broke down the fuck, dude. They did a whole search on us, hazing us at night. And dude, they found all those chocolate bars hidden underneath his fucking bed. They found underneath that fat fuck's bed, dude. It wasn't me. It was the other. It was that fat fuck's bed. They found all those chocolate bars. But yeah, either way, that's a few other stories I could tell. Um, some people got kicked out. Some people just quit. Actually, we had people who quit. We had people who just who we had people who quit. We had people who just didn't make the cut. So yeah, we had people who quit. People who had to be let go. And yeah, some people made it through. The majority of people make it through basic training. Basic training is not that hard, to be honest. Basic training is not. Basic training is not that difficult. It really is not that difficult. So yeah, the majority of people who get there to begin with make it through. They make it through. Okay, so that was basic training. Basic training is over. So now, after basic training was over, then we go to something called individual training, which is where we basically learn how to become a helicopter mechanic. So to become now for aviation mechanics, if you want to become an aviation mechanic, where you go to is a place called Fort Eustis, Virginia. Now by this point, I'm still 18 years old. Yeah, we're still 18. Fort Eustis, Virginia. Fort Eustis, Virginia. Fort Eustis, Virginia. Um, so, um, so yeah, Fort Eustis, Virginia, to be a helicopter mechanic. Um, we had way more privileges. We could smoke. That's where actually, the first time I ever smoked a cigarette was at yeah, I smoked a cigarette was at individual training where I learned to become a helicopter mechanic. Yeah, first time I ever smoked a cigarette. That's where I started smoking. Was there. Started smoking, and I liked it. I like smoking. I like smoking. Um, it was fun. I liked the people I met, and some of the people who were actually in my ASVAB class. Well, no, who were in my basic training class. I actually continued with them when I was at this next school. Yeah, I was with them too. So it was pretty cool. A few people who I knew. Um, I'm not gonna even drop their first names, but whatever. And yeah, it was three people who I knew from my basic training class, who went with me to be in the same class as me, um, the same graduation date. So, I spent I spent 4 months. I spent 4 months at Fort Eustis, Virginia. 4 months, and there were some people who I made enemies with just because of my personality, but whatever. That's okay. We would what the way it worked is we would be trained on something, how to do a given maintenance task. Well, okay, well we have a dude. This isn't gonna be a Michelangelo show, dude. It's gonna be stick figure. It's gonna be stick figures and fucking helicopters and like this shit like this, dude. Like, yeah. What the hell? You're gonna need more visuals to follow this. Okay, well guess what? This is a fucking this is a draw my life, dude. This is how draw my lives go. What the hell are you talking about? Um, but yeah, so the way it would work is we'd be trained on something, how to do a given maintenance task, and then we would be tested on it, and we had to pass those tests, all those tests throughout the next. So our as well our class lasted 17 weeks. So yeah, I spent 4 months. I spent 4 months at Fort Eustis, Virginia. I graduated, and I decided that I wanted to be stationed. I want I sock puppets, yeah, sock puppets. Bear with me. I want to be stationed at. Guess where I got stationed at? At. chiseled shit, dude. Some shit. Um, actually, was I? No, I was almost 19. So, my first duty station, I worked. Well, I can tell you that. I can tell you that. I worked on Blackhawks. I worked on UH. Well, I worked on Blackhawks. Um, and yeah. Okay, so we'll call this a Blackhawk. Okay, we will. We will call this a Blackhawk helicopter. I was stationed at Hunter Army Airfield in Savannah, Georgia, which is a very beautiful city, by the way. I will, however, admit though, during the summer months, it gets so humid. The moment you step out of the shower, it gets hot. It gets hot as shit. It's so hot. It is so freaking hot. When the moment you step out of the shower, dude, it's freaking ridiculous. But either way, a very beautiful city in Georgia, and dude, dude, it's such a good duty station. So clean. Yeah, it's such a good place to be. I miss the East Coast. To be honest, I actually prefer the East Coast compared to the West Coast, just because of the impression that Savannah, Georgia left on me, dude. God, I miss Savannah. I miss Savannah. Either way, whatever. So I was there for until about 7, 8 months. 7, 8 months until about 6 months. 6 months. Yeah. So I was there for 7, 8 months. It just kind of that was like my first 7, 8 months of just working on helicopters, like in like basic helicopter maintenance, and then I decided to apply for an elite unit here in Washington State. I won't give the name of the unit, but it's at a nearby duty station. You guys probably can probably find out what army base this is in here in Washington State, nearby Seattle. That it probably would be, but whatever. So yeah, I was only there for about 7, 8 months. My next place I would be moving to would be in Kentucky. Kentucky, and this would be private first class. Okay. Private first class. Private first class. Kentucky. Kentucky. Okay. So, um, well, I will call this an assessment school. Assessment school. I can't really give a picture, to be honest. I can't really give a picture for this. I mean, uh, shorter but hard. Okay, I got one. Um, so private first class Terry, Fort Campbell, Kentucky, an assessment school, which was, it wasn't as long as basic training, but it was harder than basic training. Um, that's Terry. Well, obviously, until a big old jack dude who's like Dwayne Johnson over there. So you know. Fuck no, there we go. So it was a lot of like it was harder than basic training, but it wasn't as long. It was only 7 weeks. Well, it wasn't 12 weeks. It was 7 weeks, but they pushed us way harder because there were certain rules that they didn't have to follow, that drill sergeants versus the the uh the okay, we will call them the black shirts. So you had drill sergeants who I worked who were my who basically were who were in charge of me during basic training, right? They were called drill sergeants. However, in this school there were no basic there were no drill sergeants. Instead, it was they were called, okay, we'll call them black shirts. Black shirts were basically drill sergeants who didn't have to follow certain rules. So they were able to fuck, dude. They fucked my life over, dude. Dude, they fucked this up so bad, way harder than at Relaxing Jackson, way harder than at Fort Jackson, dude. Way worse. It was so much worse, dude. It was so much worse. Oh my god, I can barely even talk about it. This one time, it was so hot because by that point it was around June. It was around June of 2019. So it's by this point it's June 2019. Okay, so we're getting to June 2019 now. June, yeah, we'll call it June 2019. June 2019. So it's hot, dude. Especially being in Kentucky, dude. Just north of Nashville, dude. Just north of Tennessee, dude. It's hot. Just north of Tennessee, it is hot. Um, there was this one dude, because the way they test you for heat stroke, we had a couple of dudes who got heat stroke during that time, right? They had what? So we had medics there, right? Guess what they had to do? They had to take your fucking temperature through up your butt to get a core temperature to make sure you weren't actually having a medical emergency. They literally had to strip you down to. They had to take your pants off down to your fucking ankle, down to like your knees, down to your knees, flip you over on your side, and stick a thermometer up your butt. And yeah, okay, thankfully that never happened to me. Like that almost happened to me with me in Orange on the Mountain when you put me on that hike. That almost happened to me. But whatever, that almost happened to me. Didn't happen to me. Did not happen to me. It was hard though. Good news is after all this happened with seeing two dudes get a thermometer shoved up their ass during like the really hardest parts of the school. Um, Thankfully, yeah, I graduated and I chose to relocate here to Washington State to work at a nearby. Okay, I would work at Fort Lewis. I would work at Fort Lewis. So I packed up. I went back for like a month back to Hunter Army Airfield to get all my stuff together to get my duty station selected for where I wanted to go. Um, and so yeah, I went to I decided to go to Washington State because I wanted to go to the northern part of the West Coast. So yeah, this was over. Hunter Army Airfield was over, and so now we move to about whew, we'll call this October of 2019. October of 2019. October 2019. Still private first class Terry. Still private first class Terry. Private first class Terry. Really, dude? 3 viewers? 3 fucking viewers, dude? Are you serious? So fucking stupid, dude. I'm watching all the fucking people don't wanna watch my shit because when you didn't go live. Whatever, dude. I'm done. 3 fucking viewers, dude. I don't even fucking care if you guys want to see it offline, dude. Fucking 3 viewers. You guys can ask me questions. You guys can. I was a part of a special unit, a special operations unit in Washington State. Yeah. But to be honest, dude, 3 fucking viewers, dude, because no one's here, dude. After 37 fucking 40 minutes, dude. Why? I don't care, dude. Whatever. For some reason, doing all this shit for 3 fucking viewers, dude. Whatever, dude. I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care, dude. I'm not gonna finish this shit. Dude, the rest of the shit, you already know. Came here. I was in the military for another fucking two and a half years. Got out, got a new job, came to this apartment, and blah blah blah. The rest is history, dude. I've been out of the military for 2.5 years. I'm fucking 24 years old. Blah blah blah, dude. And the rest is history. Private Terry, fucking Specialist Terry, dude. Yeah, Specialist fucking Terry. Fucking 3 fucking viewers, dude. 3 fucking viewers because I don't do stupid shit on my channel. I don't do dumb shit. I don't do retarded shit. I don't do fire sales. I don't do any of that shit, dude. Everyone thinks they got fucked because I didn't do stupid shit with Orange. Everyone thinks I did retarded. I didn't do retarded shit with Orange. I didn't do shit that harmed myself. Oh my god, dude. I don't know, whatever, dude. Then it sounds like the most of the people who are fucking retarded, then, dude. I don't really care. I don't really care, dude. Don't give a fuck. I'm barely gonna be posting when I go back anyway. I'm barely gonna be posting when I go back to work. I'm barely gonna be posting when I go back to work. I don't even care. I'm barely going to be posting when I go back to work. I don't care. Really don't care, dude. Not really. I'm barely gonna be on here at all. At all, doing this shit. Okay? That's a fact of the matter. Okay? Do a fucking draw my life and fucking 40 minutes, dude. 3 fucking viewers, dude. Fucking stupid. Retarded. Stupid, retarded shit, dude. And fucking Vegan Patriot gets 300 people live watching her shit because she's literally doing nothing but sitting out back at a 2-star fucking motel in a bikini, doing nothing but typing on her fucking phone. But just because of that, she has 300 people seeing her lanky ass doing nothing, dude. That literally is what Vegan Patriot does. She lets dudes see her super lanky ass, and guess what? She goes to having like 500, 300, 400, 500 people just to see her lanky giraffe ass in a bikini. And she's literally not doing anything, minding her. She's not even paying attention. She's just talking, fucking to whoever she's talking to, on her phone. It's like, it's so retarded, dude. I don't even care. You guys can say that I scammed the people who donate for the $100 for me to see Orange. Yeah, I definitely scammed you guys. Yeah, yep, I definitely was a piece of shit. Probably. Yep. If you guys think I'm a piece of shit for not doing more IRL, you guys just wanted to see me be completely miserable, not have a good time, well, then those people can go do something else. And guess what? If a lot of those people were the people who would be watching this right now, because they would be the people who would be watching this, right? So guess what? They probably aren't watching this because they think I scammed them because I didn't get super wasted on his mountain. I didn't let him throw milk at me. I didn't let him be belligerent to me, to jump on me, to just be completely, utterly harass me, like Blade. Okay, so if those were the people who would right now be making my stream have like 25 viewers right now, then guess what? I'm glad you aren't here. I'm glad you aren't here then. I'd be rather having 2 viewers right now. People who actually want to watch just a genuine vlog. So guess what? I don't care. Guess what? It's not built for IB2. Well, then it sounds like IB2's has become even worse since Blade left. And it's become a degeneracy for like Snert Gonzo and it's just stupid shit with Vegan Patriot who has returned with her chapped ass lips and fucking stupid shit. Living out of her fucking apartment, living out of her car, going from motel to motel, getting into a bikini for like the majority of the day to wrap up as much money as possible in donations. And that's stupid shit. I don't care. I'm going back to work in a few days, dude. I don't give a fuck. I'm barely gonna be posting. I'm barely gonna be. I'll be posting every once in a while, but that's about it, dude. If I'm not, I'm gonna do all this fucking. I put in more work than putting on a bikini and fucking going into a 2-star fucking pool yard, sitting in a lawn in a fucking beach chair, and just have a phone with a cheap ass tripod attached, and letting people just donate to my Cash App. It's fucking stupid, dude. I don't even care. I'm done, dude.